Hello all and welcome to yet another chess game analysis. This one is between Nimzowitsch and Alapin. It's a miniature. It is in, let's have a look-see, in 18 moves, and it really demonstrates the concept of development. e4, e6, French defense, d4, taking the center, d5, knight c3. If black takes, then we have a centralized knight. Knight f6, and now usual is the advance e5. Also fine is e takes d5, which Nimzowitsch played. Knight takes d5. Nimzowitsch adds in his annotations surrender of the center. Knight f3, c5, and now knight takes d5, queen takes d5. Nimzowitsch again adds some annotations and now claims the knights were exchanged, so this move, which combines development and attack, could be made, and this move is bishop to e3. Bishop to e3 hits the pawn on c5 a second time. It's not defended if it's not adequate defended. If black would play something, let's say, like well, a standard development move like knight to c6, then we simply can take back. We simply can take the pawn. Oh, the engine is on. One moment please. Switch off engine. Then we simply can take the pawn, and we threaten to take the queen. Black cannot take with the queen, he has to take with the bishop. And now first we trade the queens. And yeah, black really has no choice and has to take back the queen and we win a piece. It's easy like that. So, after we take the pawn, we have won the pawn, because black simply cannot take back. Black of course does not want to lose material, plays pawn takes pawn, and after knight takes pawn, well, with no development move made, black has lost a little bit of time. The white steed is now on a better square than it was before. a6, preventing bishop to b5 with check. Although I don't think Nimzowitsch really cared about that, because he plays bishop e2, which still enlarges the lead in development. Now black thinks he has time to take the pawn on g2. Annotation of Nimzowitsch: stealing a pawn, the consequences are disastrous. Well, I think he's right. You are behind in development. You're really behind in development here, so you should take care of it. Instead, the queen takes the pawn on g2. Now bishop to f3, and we have a perfect placement of the white squared bishop. Let's have a look at the position here. Black, of course, has the extra pawn, and that's about it. Only the queen is from its starting place, and the queen is being attacked. White has an excellent knight here. The bishop on f3 is tremendous. It has a long diagonal. It attacks b7 and then thereby ties down its counterpart c8. Also, the bishop on e3 is very well placed, and not yet developed. The queen on d1. One might say that the queen already has some influence on its starting position. So, white here has three minor pieces developed. A queen a bit active against a black queen, which is somewhat developed but not on the most happy square. Because it's attacked, white also has the initiative here. Let's continue the game. Queen to g6. Well, I think that's the best place to put it now. White develops queen to d2 and e5. Black wants to get rid of the knight so that he can catch up in development here. Nimzowitsch is something great in store, I think. He simply castles to the queen side and leaves his knight in. Black takes the knight. Well, bishop takes d4, and black certainly is toast here. The king still is in the center. It cannot go anywhere very soon. The minor pieces still are not developed from black, and white has its entire army in the assault here. So this is one of those positions that black can already resign. Luckily for us he doesn't, because it's really instructive how Nimzowitsch plays this to an end. Black plays knight to c6. Now we have bishop to f6. Wonderful. Well, the threat of course is checkmate. If black does nothing, let's say h6 here, then we have queen to d8 check, and after knight takes queen we have rook takes knight. That's a beautiful checkmate. So black has to do something about that, and really he can't. In the game Alapin tries queen takes f6. Now Nimzowitsch played rook to e1 check. It's a forced mate now, but Nimzowitsch misses a shorter mate. Let's try to find it. I'll give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. Well, the best move here is bishop takes c6 check. It's a mate in 3. After bishop takes c6 check, black does not have many options here. Let's take the bishop. Then again we have rook to e1 check. Well, there has to, one of these three pieces has to stand in between the check. So let's try this one, and there's the checkmate. And the same goes for any other try. Of course, if the other bishop is placed, then we have a checkmate on the back rank. So black cannot take. If black does not take, that also does not help. King e7. Well, again rook to e1 check, and everything that black will try will get mated. Let's do this one, and again checkmate. So that will be the cleanest finish. However, the move played by Nimzowitsch, rook h1 to e1 check, also is fine. It leads to bishop to e7, and now it's with the same pattern we already played. Bishop takes c6 check, king f8, queen d8 check. Those were the romantic times. Bishop takes and rook to e8 checkmate. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy your games, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.